Welcome to Custom Home Builder Solutions, also known as CHS, a job costing, full accounting, and profit management software for the professional home builder. This will be a continuation in a series of videos about posting bills and then marking them as paid by credit card. And in this particular video, we're going to talk about how you can find just bills marked as paid by credit card for one particular job. There may be a reason that you're doing this. So let's go to our credit card ledgers that we've been looking at before, and let's use that credit card that we set up in our videos and posted some charges to. And when you open this credit card ledger, you'll see that there is not a column here for job to just search this credit card ledger for what was paid for a certain job. That's because the credit card ledger is actually offset entries to credit card payable, and the original entry itself, if you drill down, you will see the original entries by clicking the pencil edit icon, and you can see original entries, and then here there are jobs, etc. in the original entry, but once these entries that we're looking at on a credit card ledger don't have the jobs attached to them because they're generic and we don't want to double up job costs or something. So our original entry had the job code on it. When we posted it to ProBuild and then marked it as paid by a credit card, the entries that came over here to the ledger don't have job codes or cost codes. They're just generic entries to credit card payable. Your original entries went to your job costs, etc. But if you'd like to know how much of these charges here were for one particular job, because maybe you're going to make a payment to the credit card and you only want to make a payment for the amount that's for that job from some particular checking account that you're using just for that job. You could figure out how much was in here for that job, even during certain date ranges, etc., by using this button up here called View Bills Paid by this credit card. So it's going to show all bills, in other words, basically a vendor ledger of all bills that were paid by credit card. They all have this CC check number on it, and we have a job code field here. So if I'm only interested in bills paid for this job, Vista View, which has been our demo job in a lot of things, I can use the search icon, and then under job I could start typing in for that job I'm interested in, and then I can do a search, and you'll notice that all of the records showing now are for this Vista View account. And if I go down, I can see the total of all the pages for all the bills. There was ones to Builder Display and ones to ProBuild, and the total that was paid for this particular job, which if we'll make a note of it, that was $13,857.82 out of the Discover Card account. You can also use search features to search for other things like invoices paid, marked between certain dates, only a certain vendor for this job, only a cost code, ones posted to certain GL accounts or departments, and other sorts of search features that in general are ones that you can use on any vendor ledger to search. But I wanted excuse me, to show you how real fast you can find just the bills paid by credit card for a certain job. Maybe even though a lot of builders don't need to use separate checking accounts once they use CHS, because CHS does an excellent job of tracking cash by job for you so that it's easy to see the ins and outs. And what I'd like to do is go take a look at something about the cash flow for jobs and how you can see how much was paid by credit card for a particular job in another place. So if I go home and I go over here to financials, where under financials it says cash flow, etc., and then I get the little menu for that. These are bars that can be expanded, and I want to look at something related to cash flow, so I'm going to expand that bar. And you can do little cash flow details showing how much is in and out for each job and what the cash balance based on what's come in and what's been paid out, what the cash balance for that job is. But what I'd like to talk about right now is that you can use this red button over here to analyze the data for different jobs. And first of all, you will see that the jobs start getting listed And if I go down here to our demo job, I'm going to see the various cash and credit card accounts that have been used to pay payables for this particular job. And it's going to come up with a job net total of $47,577, which is actually all of these total together, which might be deposits, payables paid, payroll, journal entries that might affect cash, etc. And then after that, totals here, which is what this total is, we've had some other videos about how you can do profit transfers from a checking account to maybe your overhead account, and you move money out into your operating account. And so therefore, the cash available is really $46,577, but we want to see this number to see what total the job has contributed cash-wise. And so therefore it shows both the cash accounts and credit card accounts. And if you drill down, this is that same number we saw a minute ago on the amounts paid out of the Discover credit card for this job. You can see that total here and how CHS is saying this actually reduces, because we paid the credit card company, this actually reduces the net cash contributed, because we posted some as paid by credit card and then paid the credit card company. But you can see how it captures that for you. We have a little bit that we were showing in a demo about using Lowe's credit card for that job also, so it'll show you the detail of what we were posting for that, and that was in one of the previous videos about credit cards. So I just wanted to point that out to you, that CHS is tracking your cash by job and including how much was paid from each credit card for each job for you. So it's pretty smart about showing you how much is in there for each job. You can print by the same sort of analysis for just open jobs or for all jobs. If I do it by job and then by account, in other words, the cash account, etc., it'll just show open jobs. I think all of our jobs are open in our demo company, but it'll show you, you can look at the net after transfers. You can see that this other little demo job has pulled some cash that it hasn't contributed yet. There's been no deposits, or so has this one pulled some cash out of our construction checking account that may have been contributed by this job. So that, in other words, you're at a point here where you should get some money from them or some down payment for this particular job. But here's our demo job again, showing the same thing I was showing you on that worksheet. That worksheet allows you to drill down to the detail behind these numbers. So CHS is very active, like I said, in tracking cash by job, including bills that are marked as paid by credit card. You can also, from the vendor transactions ledger itself that has all transactions, let's open the great big ledger and let that get opened up, that will show me all vendor transactions or payables transactions that were posted for everything, for all vendors. So it takes a moment. You can leave this particular screen open in a tab and come back to it. But if you'll notice, I can search here, and I could search for our demo job. Let's click on that one. And that there's a place over here that says credit card voucher, which we're going to be getting to in some next videos, that I could drop down and say I just want to see bills paid by credit card for this job, and I can submit a search. And I can see that if I do a report of these, all bills paid by credit card, this happens to be, you can see these were paid by our Discover card, these were paid by that Lowe's card, and this was by another card. You can see which credit card account paid these various things. So I could have also asked for, if I just was interested in that Discover one again, the cash account number for Discover. It says cash number, but it includes credit card payable, credit card accounts, and I could submit my search and just see the ones paid by our Discover card over here under cash account. And then if I did a report and I see a vendor ledger of results, I'm going to get that same 13,000 here too, and you can see down here it shows I searched for the job and the credit card account 2133 and anything that's marked as being paid by credit card. So there's various ways to look at that and find out how much was paid by credit card for a particular job. Anyway, I wanted to point that out, and I think that I'm done for now with a series of videos about posting bills as paid by credit card, paying the credit card company, editing the credit cards entries if you need to, reconciling the credit card account, and how you can see how much was paid by credit card for a particular job. Thank you for watching.